morning. Can't hear a thing. Good morning. This is Richard from Spirits of Japan, www.nihon.tours. This is your Corona update for March 12th, 2020. Overnight, a lot of things have changed. We've got WHO, they're not called WHO, they declared the virus a pandemic. This releases money that was going to default. This changes the game because now I think they didn't think some countries were responding well to it, and some were responding very well to it. Um, you look at Japan, which got its first case in early January, mid-January, and we have 14 deaths. America got its first case a few weeks ago and already has 36 deaths. The response time to it, and I'm sure there's a lot to be said about that because Japanese people are relatively already, they get a little bit of a cold or hay fever or something, they wear that mask. The alcohol, wasn't utilized a lot, but it's real alcohol. It's anything over 70%. Americans won't go out and say, "I'm going to use out." They are now. Americans don't normally wear a mask. When they sneeze, and there's people that have manners of sneezing. There's people that just sneeze, So I could see how it's likely to spread, and you have double the population in the United States, so you're going to see an uptick there. But even if you doubled that, it's still a little high. A lot of those cases were in Washington. Even though Japan has a lot of old people, um, I'm seriously a lot of old people, elderly people. We don't see a lot, in trains and mass, millions of people ride the trains every day. We don't see what the ratio. If you look at per capita numbers, and I had those numbers, and I can't find them. Japan's ranking number like 32 on the list of a risk assessment. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers, though. Um, if we can pull it back up here, we've already hit. Goodness gracious, it's I think Italy kind of doubled, not doubled, but just kind of exploded. 9,000 for Iran still. Italy was 12,462. Total number throughout the world right now, because by the time I edit this and get it up, number's going to go a little higher. Right now it's 125,865 by 9:55 a.m. on March 12th. 67,017 people have recovered. Out of all of this chaos, we still want to remember that we're still at a 55, well, it's dropped down to a 53% recovery rate at this time. They're saying China is slowing down. Some factories are starting to reopen. So that means that the virus is been contained enough to where it's slowed down. And I think there were two strains of this, but it's shooting out everywhere else. This one crazy guy, man. And I'm gonna have to look on my. Sorry, I didn't have that prepared. Was talking about, where is that? He expects 93 million people in the United States to be affected by this. Um, oh man, what I do with it? It was such a great, man. If I can find it, I will put it up later. But not only that, he believes that it's going to kill 480,000 people in the United States alone. And he was comparing that with the flu. Well, I don't know. Sorry. Again, I need to have all. There's just so much going on, and I'm trying to work um, my own business, and trying to do all this at the same time. It's not the easiest thing to do. So, nope, can't find it. Nope. All right. Well, it is what it is. So Japan right now. Let's go to that real quick because that's what we're really looking at here. Um, Japan, 139 million people. Okay, let's still keep that perspective. is right now over 600. So the new number, which is 637. Okay, 637 confirmed cases, and 80% of those people have, at least 570 of them have active symptoms. There's still 66 of them that have uh, uh, tested positive. Now everybody's saying, "Oh, they should test more and more." The CEO of SoftBank was going to hand out all these kits, and he's, "Yeah, I'll send out 100,000 kits, and everybody can test themselves." And everybody just blasted him on Instagram. Are you crazy? And they'll just overwhelm the hospitals. It was, if you're sick, you need to call in, and Japan has different numbers you can research to call in. You overwhelm these hospitals. You go there, you get other people sick. That's what's going to create the problem. So he backed off. He says, "Well, that's what I thought it'd be a good thing. It's not, so I'm not going to do it." And this all happened yesterday. So nice thought. Buy face masks and send those out. Or alcohol. Alcohol's in shortage all over now. So, and that alcohol needs to be over 70% alcohol. I'm not saying use it, and go crazy with it, because you screw up your own immune system. But, before you eat or touch your face, you're going to eat some chicken or something, or whatever the case may be for a meal. You just put a little bit on your hands and you're ready to go. This stuff we buy in Japan here is usually between 76% and 81%. They never can, they don't get a perfect, because but it needs to be over 70%, whatever you buy. Okay? Whatever you buy. They do say 118 people in Japan have recovered at this time. So here we are. Again, like I told you before, my tours are just totally died out. I can understand. People are just not going to. They say the graph I showed the other day, if you're 59 and younger, you have like a less than 1% chance of contracting this. And if you do, just like the flu, you have a less than 1% chance of dying from it. So 99% of the folks at 59 and younger are going to be okay. Just wash your damn hands. Okay. Outside of that, if you're older, if you have any type of immune deficiency syndrome, if you have any kind of issue, yes, you need to be very careful. If you're in your 70s and 80s, which most of the people that have passed on are elderly, you need to take extra precautions. That's all that's being said. So just be safe, be careful. That's the main thing. All right. So again, as we were talking, I was kind of going through this. Man, I thought I pulled that off the internet to show to you guys. But yeah, if I do, I'll post it back up on my website later on. But I can't find it now, which is very frustrating. Anyway, all right. Well, that's the news for Japan's Corona update today for March 12th, Thursday, 2020. Any questions, suggestions, anything else? We're just keeping a close eye on it, and we'll see if we can get over the hump here. So again, folks, thank you very much. Again, Richard from Spirits of Japan. Follow me at Nihon Tamashi if you can, and take care.